Bama Bryce had made his return on Sunday. Have you heard that terminology used?
No, I haven't. I like to think I've grown since then. I'm not someone who really looks into the past. I try to improve, try to grow, and keep building. So again, I'm not really someone who looks behind, but I want to be the best version of myself right now.
Bryce, an area where it does seem like you guys have grown as an offense, since you guys are getting out of the huddle a little bit quicker. How much does that help you as a quarterback and seeing the pre-snap?
Yeah, we want to be efficient with all that stuff, just getting the line, being able to assess stuff. Whether there's, stuff we have to do I have to do at the line of scrimmage, we all have to do getting the points, alerts, whatever it may be. So yeah, it's definitely been a point of emphasis. All the credit goes to the guys just for taking that stuff seriously. Starts in practice and then translating, and we have to be consistent with it.
Bryce, we probably saw you for the most we've seen hanging in the pocket with guys right in your face and not just throwing away, completing it. What's been the reason for your growth in that specific area?
I just trust my guys. I try to do everything I can to execute, guys out on the perimeter. We had a couple of zero pressures, and the line's been doing an amazing job. They deserve so much credit just for how they've been working day in and day out, how things have been going on Sunday. They've been balling. And then obviously, when you bring zero, there's more than you can block. So during those times, I just trust the guys around me to make plays. They've stepped up. Again, we still have stuff to improve on, stuff we want to get better at, but it's just trust in the entire offense.
Bryce, how much has Dave talked to you about Tampa Bay's defense, having been around them last year, and how much has he kind of individually broken them down for you?
Yeah, a few little things, but obviously it's in the stuff in the game plan. Of course, is really just what I lean on and rely on. He's always doing a good job of just giving his insights. Obviously he's been around a lot of football. He always has really good additions to the room. So this week hasn't been any different. But I trust him in things that he sees. He does everything and does a great job of just preparing us in the room. And we're all going to lean on that.
Nothing specific for Tampa Bay?
Again, we're just game plan stuff.
Bryce, we don't hear you talking to the team and after games very often. What prompted you, what inspired you to speak to the team after this particular game, and what was your message?
Just to keep building. We just have to be consistent. We want to make sure that we're looking forward. Building on stuff. Just embracing the things that where we can go, where we want to go. Stuff that's really real. And just instilling belief. I have all the confidence in the world in this locker room and in this group and these guys, and I think we all do. And I think it's just the importance of us embracing that and trying to continue to build.
What prompted you to do it? I mean, you're not a vocal guy, so what made you decide to? Well, at least in front of us.
Just wanted to do what's best for the team. That's as a leader, as a quarterback, that's always that's always what I'm trying to do. So just in the moment, I thought that was best for the team.
People say you're not vocal, but the people think you're not vocal. But I mean, your teammates feel that you are. Do you think that that's a misconception about you, that you aren't?
I'm not super caught up on what the rest of the world thinks, and whatever that is what it is. But again, for me, I care about the people in this building. I care about the people in this room. I want to be the best leader I can for them. So whatever opinions are outside, that's fine with me. But I value the opinions of people here. I do stuff for this team. We all do. So that's really where my focus is.
Are you having more fun?
I think that again, it's just been playing off of the energy that we've all had as a team. I think that again, there's been some stuff that we've been doing that have been positive, and again, that doesn't entitle us to anything this week. We have to make sure that we have a good week of practice, earn the right to be able to do it again and execute. But it's definitely been some more moments that have been enjoyable.
Bryce, realize there's no moral victories, I guess, in this league, but taking the world champs to the wire, is there something that you guys can build off of that confidence with this team that increases with that?
Yeah, I think it's the film. Again, it's just again, good. There's times of good execution. Again, stuff that I feel like I want to do better at. Stuff that as a team we all look in the mirror and want to do better at. But there was good examples of execution. So regardless of all that stuff, we have to do find a way to continue to build off of that, be more consistent with that, and just lean into that along with obviously cleaning stuff up as well.
What was the most meaningful teaching point, coaching point, conversation, practice that you had during those 4 weeks or so when you were sitting?
I don't think that there's one specific thing that stands out. Every day it's just, the coaches do a great job of just, giving knowledge, giving insight. I try to soak that in every single day. And I don't think there's one thing that really stands out. It's just compiling all the things, all the nuggets, all the big picture stuff, small things. And I still try to do that on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't change regardless of the situation I'm in, and just trying to build off of that stuff.
You saw the same thing kind of happen with Anthony Richardson in Indy. Do you think that time, behind Andy was helpful for you?
I don't. I'm not a big. I'm not a big thinker when it comes to that stuff. Again, I try to just deal with where I'm at. Focus on what I can control. God ordains everything. I trust in that. I always have in the past, always will in the future. So because of that, I just try to focus on what I can control, and stuff that's happened or hasn't happened, I put that in the same category. Obviously God does everything for a reason, and for me, I'm just trying to be the best version of myself right now.
Bryce, it's like 6.5 sacks. How much of that assignment is like, okay, I've got to just trust my offensive line versus how much do you have to keep an eye on him as well?
Yeah, tremendous player. He's been doing that for a really long time. I have a ton of respect for him. We all do. Great player. From my standpoint, I have all the trust in the world in my offensive line. I believe in them. I'm sure they obviously they respect the opponent as well. For me, I believe in my guys, and I'm always trusting them.
Are you superstitious?
I'm not.
So why do you continue to do your press conferences in here versus up at the podium since you got the starting job back?
I just go where they tell me to go. I've never thought of that once. They just tell me to do it here.
I was just curious because you got a choice, don't you?
Yeah, they just tell me I'm doing it here, so I do it here.
Bruce taking you off the hook.
Besides, that's a lecture.
We got time for a few more.
Did you consider accepting an offer from Texas Tech when you were in 8th grade?
I don't think necessarily when I was in 8th grade, I was pretty young, so I don't know if I was like thinking about committing at the time, but I definitely do remember that.
When you were going through, I mean, you've done this, stay focused on the thing in front of you. Were you always that way? I mean, even in college, or was there a point when you began thinking the way you talk to us about it now? I've tried to be the best version of myself. I'm grateful. I have great parents in my life that have I've learned from. I've had a lot of great people in my life that I've tried to try to push me in the right direction. So I think it's just been gradual. Like always trying to be the best version of myself, trying to improve in all aspects of life. So I think thought process, I guess you could say, is one of them. But yeah, I'm grateful to have good people around me. Just curious if there was ever a time where you thought, okay, I got ahead of myself. I don't ever want to do that again.
Again, I think that there's it's just really honing in on the process of what I try to do. I'm trying to stay grounded, but I don't think there's anything that really comes to mind.